For now, time to hand it over to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I'll be back with more at halftime.
And there the Celtics earlier, getting set to play. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. Kevin Harlan, joined by Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr, with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. The starting fives for our game. Here are tonight's starting lineups. First for Philadelphia and for Boston. Smart is out there with White. And holding down the middle, a tremendously hard-working and versatile big man out of the Dominican Republic, Al Horford. Then there's Brown.
I think it's fair to say that the top of the Eastern Conference has been getting tougher over the last few seasons. Unfortunately for the Sixers, they've headed the other direction. They've been going south, and part of why they were on the outside of the playoffs looking in.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession.
Get the perimeter.
Passes it to Smart. Nice ball movement by Boston.
Hey, come around, come around.
No shot.
Outside White. Now the dish to Smart. The feed now to Horford.
Knock
He
it
kicks to
down,
Smart.
baby.
5 to shoot.
5 seconds.
From deep.
Good boy, good boy.
That's good. Smart's got himself on the board with 3 there. And back to what you were saying, Clark, about Philadelphia going through a lot of roster changes last year. You're right, in a season where a lot of other teams in the East put it all together. Steve, bad timing for Philadelphia.
Yeah, bad timing. Roster changes and injuries, of course. I mean, a big trade for Bynum looked like it was going to be something that could help them get to the top of the East, but Bynum never played a single game for them. And so it's understandable why Philadelphia struggled.
So it's Boston now. It's a 3-point game. The kick out to Brown. Pass to Smart. Back to Brown. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
Boy, in the film session, they'll say that was a well-challenged shot.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Harden dishes to Harris.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
Guarded by Horford. And that one's good.
Well, I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Guys, I caught up with Doc Rivers for a minute. He talked about the impact that Al Horford can have on the game and how they'll have their work cut out for them dealing with him. He said Horford's just a complete ball player. He does all the things you want from a big man. He can shoot, handle, and pass. He's always a tough matchup, but it starts with matching his energy level. Kevin, we'll see if they have what it takes.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Tatum. Good on the triple.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open.
Philadelphia with the ball. Trailing by 2. Number 22. He's covered by Bryan. 0. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 from the floor, so a good start for this club.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. With the ball. He dishes it to White. And there's the pass to Smart. 4 on the shot clock. And that one's good. Smart's got 5.
You know, the only tough part of that basket for him was getting into such good position. The rest of it seemed easy.
Now Harris. Poked away. Stolen by Smart. Brown outside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Harden outside. Embiid guarded by Horford. Horford with the rebound.
You know, Horford missed a big chunk of that 2011-12 season after he tore the pectoral muscle in his shoulder. But he bounced back last season, and he arguably had his best year of his NBA career.
76ers trailing. Harden the pass to Harris. Embiid guarded by Horford. Here's Embiid. And it's White with the rebound. And going back down Horford. A career high clock last season in minutes played.
Yeah, he averaged a double-double for the first time in his career, Kevin. So that injury didn't give the Hawks pause. They rode Horford more than ever, and he was up to the challenge.
Now here's Smart. 5 points in the game. And it's blocked by Harden. Zero. White covering. Banked in off the glass. 5 points in the game. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
There 5 times already the lead has changed.
And he can't bank that one in. The 76ers have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Number 22, defended by Smart. Harris outside.
No shot.
Shot clock at 5. Gets the bucket.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Celtics trailed by 3.
No.
Here's Smart.
I got yours.
Tatum, guarded by Harris. Tatum. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line.
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
And there's something else on his resume that can't be overlooked. Just how many times he's taken over at the end of close games and carry his team to the win.
And he makes the first.
You know, you think of what a typical Eastern Conference team plays like, and you often think of the Celtics. I mean, they like to slow it up. They'll play hard D and take their fouls when they can. Still, the Celtics last year were just average when it came to playing the rest of the conference.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, back to the Celtics, even as you said, Clark, they do all the things most Eastern Conference teams do well. They just couldn't keep it together, Steve, to finish far above 500 in the East.
Well, losing Rondo was a huge part of it, as they had to adjust their entire offense midway through the season. And I think a lot of it, too, is the rest of the East has caught up to them, and time is finally catching up to them.
Here's Embiid.
You gotta be
So he gets the
kidding me.
whistle, contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Boy, there were a bunch of problems for Philadelphia last season, and a lot of them stem from the inability to score. Problems on offense typically make it harder for you to defend effectively, but also make it tougher for you on the road, too.
First one falls for him. And Clark, to the point you made about the 76ers, scoring was hard enough for them at home. But with 20,000 people booing you and playing on foreign rims, Steve, it got that much tougher for him away from Philadelphia.
Well, let's be honest, Kevin. The whole season went down the drain with Andrew Bynum's injury because the team was going to be built around him. And when you can't throw the ball into the low post and you've given up your athletes on the perimeter, now you have no identity. And I think that was the issue for Philly last year.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, you know, last season, I think, officially brought the immediate championship aspirations of the Celtics to a close. The 7th seed in the East, dispatched in the first round by the Knicks. The rebuild was on in full sight.
The 76ers leading by 3. Number 22. And it's good. Now here's White. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And back to the Celtics, making the playoffs, sure, but it doesn't look like Steve back in 08 or 2010.
Well, this has been a phenomenal era with KG and Pierce that is now a thing of the past. But look, they've hoisted a championship banner, very close to another. But it's just time to move on, and that's just the way it is in the NBA. These things go in waves, and the Celtics now in rebuilding mode.
So the Celtics call timeout. They're first. Celtics trail by 7. And here's Smart. He has 5. Fires it up. He squares up and sinks it. He's got 7.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
That's all you.
Takes the 3. Shot is off. So the Celtics will take it the other way. Brown with it. He feeds it to Smart.
Well, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, and at least as I look at it.
The 76ers with another miss. Boston's gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Stolen away.
Get the perimeter.
0 defended by Smart.
Who's got ball?
And he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 9.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint, smashing glass mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
Now here's Brown. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Good. Now Harden.
Come get it, come get it.
He sets the screen.
Let him shoot that.
Here's Embiid. And the shot is long.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
And here's Brown outside. Good on the shot. Now just a 2-point Philadelphia lead.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on the clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
The ball!
No good. That would have tied it. The 76ers have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Harris outside. 0. And it's blocked by Brown. Arcing shot. Some solid defense from Harris.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
And Boston has possession. James Harden picking up that last basket. White with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Shot clock at 6. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Philadelphia leading by 4.
No!
Outside, George. Harold. Back to George. Behind the arc. Gets it to go.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Boston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight.
Don't get hit. I got him.
Dishes it to Williams. Just fine on the clock. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the board.
Yeah, even though it's early, I mean, that's a great sign for them for the rest of the game.
You know, the Celtics ruled the Atlantic starting with their title run in 08, but last year it finally came to an end, that ruling of the Atlantic. 5 straight years of winning their division is now behind them.
And back to the Celtics in the Atlantic. You knew it was going to be hard for them to keep winning the division with all the talent, Steve, that has come into it within the last couple of years.
Well, it's a great 5-year run for Boston in terms of winning the Atlantic, but you know, with the up-and-coming teams in New York and Brooklyn, all of a sudden Boston is looking ahead, looking above them to the other teams in the division, and now it's time to make another push, another rebuilding job, and get back on top.
Both shots good from the stripe.
Well, there's a new ownership group in Philadelphia as of 2011, and in this offseason, they pulled the trigger and brought in new leadership in the front office.
Get there.
Looks like they're jumping on the analytics bandwagon, hiring the former brain trust of the Houston Rockets.
Knocks down the 3 ball. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
And so here is Philadelphia. 6-point lead. outside for George. Throws up on the top of the key. And the 76ers get it back. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And the other thing they're doing is forcing a lot of turnovers, and that's helping them to get easy points at the other end.
That free throw missing. And back to the Sixers. I guess for the Wall Street ownership group, going mathematical is something they were, Steve, pretty comfortable with.
Well, it's something that a lot of teams are going to now, Kevin. The new owners, a lot of them businessmen, they want to turn to math to try to figure this whole thing out. The bottom line, though, is it's a combination. It's not just stats. It's talent, stats, chemistry, coaching. A lot of things that goes into winning.
I think it's safe to say, guys, that the Atlantic Division was one of the tougher ones in the East last year, if not all of the NBA, but both New York teams improved and Boston made the playoffs as usual. Philly was able to hold their own, though, even in a down year.
And you got to have perfect timing to knock down that teardrop.
The 76ers leading by 4. 51 seconds left to play here in the first. 76ers moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Fade away. A rebound by the Celtics. Well, Clark, as you said, Philadelphia did remain respectable against the rest of the Atlantic Division, even in a lost season. Steve, they had a 7-9 record for them, and even while they weren't 500, they certainly played better against the Atlantic Division than they did outside the Atlantic.
Yeah, and I think a big part of that is because there's some deep-seated rivalries between teams like Philly and Boston and New York. So even if a team like the Sixers is struggling, their fans are going to bring it on those nights when the rivals come to town.
9 seconds left in the first quarter. Hero shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And the 76ers lead by 4. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Philadelphia ahead, up by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
And that first quarter was all about pace, guys, because this club really got out into transition, and that's how they built this lead.
They like to play fast, and they're doing a nice job filling the lanes.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
You got him!
Gentlemen, you hear murmurs that some in the NBA fraternity consider Blake Griffin a little too nice. Their feeling is that if you get physical with him, you can take him out of his game. It's surprising considering his size and strength. Blake said, "I've never really worried about being called soft. If anybody wants to step up and take that challenge, I'm more than happy off the court because I don't want to get suspended. And guys, he's too valuable to this team to miss games. But some feel he has to retaliate to let opponents know he means business."
That animosity can stick around, Doris. Tough thing. Thank you. Celtics on D. 4-point game.
Shut up!
No good with the triple. Boston's gotten fewer than half of their 4 points to go down. They go 4 for 9. Pass to Wolfy. Shoots from the corner. Gets it to go. The 76ers shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far.
I don't get caught up in whether Horford is the guard or the center. All I know is he can ball, and his skill set allows him to be productive and consistent.
6 to shoot. Milton defended by Davidson. The 76ers again can't hit it. The Celtics shooting reasonably well, 45%. And Horford, a great combination of skill, Steve, and toughness.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite players in the league. Just such a high skill level, but tough. He rebounds, he defends well. He can guard either the power forward or center position. And a winner. He won 2 NCAA championships at Florida.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the main shot from Davidson. Offensive rebound. Nice D from Davidson.
You see the defenders get out of his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the bucket. But not that time. You know, Kevin, he never gives up on a play. That's what I love about him. He just is one of those guys who will bring effort and energy the entire 48 minutes.
And I also can't get over how much energy he expends rebounding the basketball. He goes all out on the boards every single night.
For Philadelphia, they have made 4 free throws from the line and missed 2.
You know, when you're an older team and you try to milk every possession, you've got to be more efficient. And you know, over the past few years, the Celtics have failed to grab offensive rebounds, and that problem was not corrected during their disappointing 12-13 season.
And so it's Boston with it. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. Number 30. And another basket for Boston. But Clark, as you said, the Celtics just didn't grab any offensive rebounds at all this last season. Dead last in the entire league.
Get through.
Instead, they're getting, what, about 8 a game?
That's been the case for the Celtics for about the past 4 or 5 years. They've never been a team that concentrated on offensive rebounds, partly because they wanted good transition defense, so they didn't send more than 1 or 2 guys to the offensive glass.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of his caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Back to Williams. Number 30. Good. And a nice assist for Williams. He's got 9.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
And that one's good. And the 76ers lead by 3.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
Well, they're finding the holes in the defense part, and they're exploiting them.
Pass to Davidson. He passes to Horford. 17-foot shot on the way. That one off the back iron and out.
You've got to like what they've been doing down there in the low post part.
I do. I love it. Their rebounding has been outstanding. So important in a tight game.
And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession. The Celtics making a switch here. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter.
I got ball! No.
Tatum defended by House. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Davidson. Soft touch off the glass. The 76ers leading. Milton defended by Davidson. Harold, and the layup is good. He has 7.
Well, we've seen that more than a few times. An easy bucket in the lane.
Yeah, the interior defense simply has been lifeless.
On the wing, Williams. Tatum defended by Tucker. Tatum into 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. And he knocks down the first one. And the 76ers making a change here. That's also good. So he hits both free throws. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Milton, defended by Davidson. Feeds to House. Kicks it to George. Good ball movement here by the 76ers. For 3. Horford at the block. And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Brown is checked in for Al Horford. Philadelphia's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. And there's the feed to Harden. Ripped away. And pushing it up. There's Boston.
Get it going.
Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. And the 76ers making a change here. '76ers trailing. Here's the screen.
Get there. Out.
There's the dish to George. Here's Milton. And that one's on target from the wing. He has 7. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
You know what? Can you believe there have been 7 minutes?
We're still in the first half. I mean, the way this thing is going, this could turn into a wild one.
Now here's Williams. Pocket 6. Tatum. It's rebounded by Tucker. For Philadelphia, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field here in the second. He kicks it to George. Pass to Tucker. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You know, even from here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
Yep, pretty obvious. And a good call by the officials.
For Philadelphia, they missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. And the first one goes.
You know, the Celtics have always prided themselves on being a physical defensive team, and in years past they were pretty disciplined. But last season, they committed a number of fouls, way more than they should have for a team that wanted to be good defensively.
That one misses. Well, as you said, Clark, about the Celtics, once again near the top in fouls committed. But Philly is going to help them set the tone defensively.
Yeah. I'll get yours.
An extra couple of free throws for them.
Well, last year and really over the last several years, they've had a group of veterans that knew how to foul and when not to foul. And I think sometimes you have to commit a hard foul to keep a team from getting a changing bucket. And just setting the tone with a toughness that that has to be on display out there.
Now Harden, after the missed three from Brown. Tucker. And it's blocked by Brown. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. And Philadelphia making a change here. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
You look at Harden's career, he was a gifted scorer at Arizona State, but with a slow start in his rookie season and playing with two of the best players in the league in Oklahoma City, people seem to forget that he's always been a player who can light it up.
It's George on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. George has got 6. And James Harden, the first ever draft pick by the Oklahoma City Thunder after the move from Seattle, certainly. To see him go so soon in his NBA career as he was reaching stardom had to be tough for fans, and we know Clark certainly for his teammates.
I agree wholeheartedly there, Kevin. And think of all the fans who wore fake beards on their faces, even buildings in OKC with beards adorning them. So Harden wasn't just a great player, his image was almost a mascot for the team as well.
Well, look at Steve, Clark. He's got the fake Harden beard on right now next to us. I mean, geez.
Fear the beard.
Harden sets the screen for Smart. Tatum. Plenty of room to knock down the shot. He's got 11. The 76ers leading by 3. Harden outside. On the wing, George. Embiid, defended by Griffin. Here's Embiid. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. And the 76ers lead by 5. Boston's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. He dishes it to Smart. Down low. Here's Richard. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And how did he get that to go?
Even after the whistle, I liked the awareness, the alertness, and the presence of mind to finish the play.
That's it.
For Philadelphia, they've gone 7 of 16, shooting just under 50% here in the second quarter.
Hey, come around.
The pass to Harden. Six on the shot clock. 76ers moving the ball around. Here's Embiid. No luck. And it's Boston the other way.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much. You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
Agreed. I mean, you look at the points, I mean, they're getting a lot of baskets off of assists, so the offense really clicking here.
So it's Philadelphia now. After the three-pointer from Smart. From deep, George. That's good. George has got 9.
That's number 2 for him from long range in this quarter, his 3rd overall.
Now Griffin inside. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Tobias Harris is checked in for the 76ers. So it's Philadelphia now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Go.
Embiid, defended by Griffin. Releases from the wing and drills it. He's got 8.
Now the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face, couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
Griffin a screen on Harris. Tries to save it. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. Here's Brown. Defense.
Killing them with his poor shooting. The defense is more than willing to give him those shots now.
I got ball.
0. Defended by Smart. He feeds it to Harris. Lock at 6. Embiid, defended by Griffin. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession.
Norton.
0. No good on the quick 3. Celtics trail by 4. Smart kicks to Brown.
Hey!
Dishes it to White. Back to Brown. Brown right side.
Take the club.
Stolen. Harris against Brown.
Come get it.
Harris outside. Brown on him. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot. Excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
1:27 left in the first half. Passes it to Smart. Kicks it to Griffin.
That's foul number 2 on him. They might not warrant sitting him entirely, but another one before halftime, they could be in some trouble.
We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Smart misses.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
It's off his foot. And the ref's saying he kicked it. And the 76ers making a change here. George is checked in. We've got 1:08 left to play in the first half. A good look from Harden. Nails the wide open jump shot. Harden's got his second basket. Celtics trail by 6. Here's Harden. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
He's one of the best in the league at that. Even with just a tiny sliver, he always seems to find a way to get it up and in.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Well, he was somebody you didn't want to put at the line a year ago. He made 85% of his attempts.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Way to hit it.
Boy, they're really battling, guys. Not sitting back, being aggressive, attacking when they have the chance. I like that.
Yeah, and that kind of approach is going to serve them well. It's gotten them to the line more than a few times this quarter.
Now, here is George. 9 points in the game so far. Got a piece of it. And taken away by Brown. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Brown's got the ball.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And the basket by Harris. We've got 28 seconds left in the first half of basketball.
Get them.
Hey, come to me.
I'm through. Do it, keep hold. Yep. Turn it down.
Inside.
Use that.
Taylor
Come on, use that help.
lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
And you can feel the pattern of this game, guys. They're working it inside, dominating in the paint, getting good shots at will.
Well, 4 of their last 5 baskets, guys, have been of exactly that variety.
Outside, White. Brown. Close game as we wrap up the second quarter. 76ers lead by 3. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
And now, brought to you by Sprint.
All right, I hope you're enjoying this Wednesday of NBA action. Now let's get to the halftime report. A good one in progress for the 76ers. And defensively, they've done a good job grabbing rebounds, limiting second chances. James Harden making his presence felt early. He's picked up half a dozen points and is also sharing the ball, picking up assists as well. And no shortage of desire from the Celtics side of things. No surprise, they've had some high-flying rejections, something they're good at. Thanks for tuning in. Now back to the action in Boston.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
And the lights of downtown Boston, the scene as we welcome you back. Celtics trail by 3.
Go.
Here's Brown. Tatum. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 3 assists now in this one. Pass to Harris. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Harris has got 6.
Well, sometimes, guys, you can forget he's out there, and all of a sudden, bang, he'll string together 3 or 4 shots in a row and just take over the game.
And, you know, he's also a tough finisher, Steve. There's very little a defender can do if he gets to within arm's length of the basket.
Now here's Smoke. Here's Smart. Outside, White. For the tie. And ready to go. The 76ers leading by 3. To the middle. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play.
How about that play? Great body control. Still manages to finish the play despite the contact.
You know, when that whistle blows, you're not done. Get greedy and find a way to knock it down.
That's it.
Boston's gone past the 3-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Smart off the top from Wolfy. Smart kicks to Brown. Lets it go with the 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Zero. Light covering.
There we go. Get it out quick.
Feeds it.
Don't leave Harden open.
I got ball. I'm back. Corner.
I got ball.
I'm here.
6 to shoot.
My ball.
And it's White with the rebound. White's got his 4th rebound in this one. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
Well, just last season, I mean, this is a club that knocked down about 82% of its free throws. Really outstanding numbers.
You know, Kevin, they would love to post a similar percentage again this season. I mean, I think that's safe to say they'd love to shoot free throws as well as they did a year ago.
And the first one at the line is good.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Rebound. I got it. I got you. Match up.
Good on both. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter.
Get that. Good job. Good baseline.
Zero. Defended by Smart.
Push it. Go low.
Here's Embiid. He hits it for 9. He's got 10.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Now here's one. He has 7. A screen for Brown. He passes to Smart. Back to Brown. Shot clock at 6.
Shot!
The step back jumper is good. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
You know, size-wise, this is not a great one-on-one matchup for him, but he got that shot to go.
But you wouldn't know it by how he finished. That's a nice hoop there.
Now here is Harris. He's got 6.
Here we go, James. Let's do it.
Number 22 is covered by Bryan. From the arc. Harden can't hit. Celtics trail by 4. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes will come off the clock. Now the feed to Brown.
Not here.
Number 22, defended by Smart. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Now a timeout called by Boston. Basketball here in just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
Use that.
It's Brown on the wing. This ball moved by Boston. Smart gets to Brown. Clock at 6. The dish goes to Smart.
Look at the clock.
The Celtics need to get a shot off. And the 3 off target. The 76ers leading by 4. Harris is screen on right. And it's Harden with the drive. Stolen by Smart.
Stop ball.
With the fast break, Smart with the ball. Harris up top. He kicks to Harden.
Here we go, James. Let's do it.
Embiid guarded by Wolfy. And yes, sir, that one drops. 12 points for him.
That mid-range jumper, just another one of his weapons.
Celtics trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
The 10-footer.
Put it back! Put it back!
And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Rudely thrown down after the offensive rebound. He is ramped up now.
Yes, you're right, and you figure this game might come down to a few of those effort plays.
Always does, Kevin.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. Seems like that kind of a contest tonight.
And Philadelphia calls time here.
Yeah, he definitely saw some things that were not working for them out there, and now he's going to make some adjustments.
I'm not sure what it was, but he clearly wanted something to change out there.
Austin on D. Trailing by 4. There's a good screen. Pass to Harris. And stolen by Horford.
Let's
and
go!
now it's Brown running. He can go all the way. The big dunk at the end of the break.
Boy, the kind of moments you love to see. Excellent defense leading to a dunk at the other end.
Clark, you got to marvel at the transition game when they've got it quick and it's really explosive.
Turning defensive pressure into offensive opportunities, that's what it's all about.
He dishes it to White. 5 on the clock. Number 22.
Hammer time.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Philadelphia.
Their activity at the defensive end, Kevin, has been really impressive, attacking and coming away with steals.
And guys, the thing that jumps out at me is their block shots. I mean, they're playing up on the shooters tightly, and then they're sending them packing. I mean, putting those shots in reverse, all in a clear, good day's work.
You know, these calls can be some of the toughest in the game for the officials.
It all happened so fast, but I really think that was the right call. The defender was not really set in that situation.
The 76ers making a switch here.
Oh, that's the
Pass is smart. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. The first one falls. And the 76ers making a change here. So he gets them both.
They're locked in from the charity stripe this half. Not a miss yet.
And they're going to have to continue that pace, Clark, because they're down, and anytime you're losing, you got to take advantage of every offensive opportunity you have.
Philadelphia with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. White, he's checked in for Boston. He feeds it to Harris. Floats one, cannot hit. Now Boston takes it the other way.
Woo! Back door!
Dishes to Smart. Kabangele.
Shot!
Down it goes, jamming that one home. There it is, guys. That Olay defense. Just watching him go, Clark, right by.
I think we might be seeing which team is ready to take control of this game.
Yeah, that's a dunk that can absolutely get them there. I agree, Clark.
took the opportunity when he saw it. He's got 9.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Passes it to White. And he pushes him for the dunk. None of the defenders wanted anything Clark to do with him on that jam.
And I do not blame him at all, partner. He was coming in with a bunch of steam and was ready to post whoever decided to get in his way.
All right, I understand, fellas, but come on. You got to challenge him a little bit at least.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Watch outside.
Tatum guarded by Harris.
5 seconds.
It's stolen by Harris.
You got double. Back up. You got nothing. You got nothing.
6 on the shot clock. 0. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Great job. Take it right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
And this is his second trip to the line in the game. The first free throw is good. And the 76ers making a change here.
You got it out.
And he makes both free throws.
He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Celtics trail by 6.
Go low. Yo, set it up.
Kicks it to Brown.
Get there. No shot.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Brown's got 6 points in the quarter.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
No shot.
Pass to Harris.
Watch it, Cutter.
0. Wolfy with the block. Here's Richard. They get it back. White, the second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. White's got 11.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second chance bucket?
Simply need more effort on the boards there, Steve.
Now here is Harris. 9 points in the game so far. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers.
I'm back.
Come on, man. 11 points in the game. Celtics trail by 4. Feeds the left. The dish to Wolfy. On the wing break. Offline with his 3.
Very little success for him behind the arc today. Just 1 3-pointer in the first half and still none in the second.
And that'll be Philadelphia as it goes out of bounds. 76ers retain possession. And the 76ers making a change here. .156 left in the third quarter. Here's Milton on target from 13 feet.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Boston trailing.
No!
Back to Brown. He passes it to White.
Kick it out!
to Brown. Fires for three, and the basket good. Brown's got 9 points now in the quarter.
That's his first three-pointer of the half. He hit that one in the first half as well.
Brown against Harden. Brown outside. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
That bounce pass got him the ball in rhythm. Nice play.
58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Haynes. And stolen by White. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Williams dishes to Brown. Milton guarded by Horford. Here's Embiid. Buries the long-range jumper. 15 points in the game.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving him. He's been a key contributor for them in this quarter.
Brown outside. And there's the alley-oop.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And that's the play we're going to remember when this game is all said and done.
White against Harden. Here's Embiid. Excellent D there from Williams. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of three. 76ers ahead, up by 2. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. We welcome you back to what has been a good one here as we get into the fourth quarter. The 76ers leading. The feed to Tucker. Embiid guarded by Horford. Embiid gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Horford.
Well, they were sleeping on defense. The defense really didn't do its job. I mean, a little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint. That's costly.
Well, and at this stage of such a tight game, I think this is when tired legs start to show. And the defense can become vulnerable in the low block.
There you go.
Boy, still waiting for their first miss from the foul line this half.
100% since halftime, is that right? I'm not sure this league's going away anytime soon if that keeps up.
So it's the Celtics now. It's a 5-point game. Brown right side. 6 to shoot. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
Just got a little careless on that pass. They should be able to connect on those.
The Celtics making a switch here. They set the pick. Here's Tucker.
Out!
One more!
Lock down, baby!
Down. I'm back, I'm here. Back on top.
Just 5 to shoot. He kicks it to Harden. That's a go.
Take it away!
And that one hits back iron.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
Williams for 3. The shot's good. Brown making the play. And that's now 6 points for Williams.
Boy, the deeper we get into this game, the more offense we're seeing.
And that goes for both teams, Steve. Everybody firing on all cylinders right now.
Pass to Tucker. He dishes it to Harden. On the pass to Tucker. And Rhodes. That's good on the jump shot. And the 76ers lead by 4. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
Steve, I know you love great teamwork.
Yeah, it's so much fun to watch when the ball is moving. There's kind of a rhythm to the game that just happens. The ball moves almost on its own, Kevin. It's fun to watch.
Now, here's Harden.
You play. Yep. I'm up. Fish. Here we go. Hey,
This one for three. No good.
That's exactly how you win a rebound battle. Get good position and then use your strength to hold on to that position.
They get the rebound. Williams. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on James Harden. First free throw is good. Tobias Harris is checked in for Philadelphia. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Philadelphia leading by three. Uncovered. No luck. And it's Boston the other way. He feeds it to Smart. Shot is off. 76ers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Number 22, defended by Smart. Bucket 6. Here's Harris. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Boston needs to do a better job guarding against Harris.
He's got 11 points, and he's put 1 3-pointer on the board.
Going forward, I think it'd be a good idea to let him spend a little more time behind the arc. He looks like he has a nice touch from out there.
And the first one drops. And Philadelphia making a change here.
You got it out. Put your feet down there. I got you.
And Harris drops them both. Celtics trail by 5. A bit under 3.5 minutes to pass here in the fourth. Here's White. And right on target.
You know, looking around, he knew one of his teammates was going to be open when they hit him with that double team, and he took advantage.
The ball!
Harden against Zero. Defended by Smart. Shot clock at 5.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
Hero. And Horford pulls it down. Horford's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones a long time without a basket.
They gotta find something, you're right. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Dishes it to Smart. Shot clock at 6. Rejected by Harris. Passes to Harden. That's a floater go. Celtics trail by 3. Kicks to Smart. Right off a pick from Brown. Smart passes to Brown.
Shot! That's all you!
That misses. Had a chance to tie it there.
Tell you what, the defense has nothing to worry about out there with him shooting. I mean, you can't dial it in from deep this half at all.
Now, here is Harden.
You got nothing.
Get the lead pass.
Way to finish
And now
that.
they're just going to town on him.
Yeah, you'd think these defenders would have done a little more to put a stop to that stuff, Kevin, but so far, no go.
Well, a phenomenal aerial assault there, fellas.
And White kicks to Brown. Pass to Horford. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
I got shooter. Here we go. We're going to push it on the miss. We're going to push it on the miss. Rebound. I got box here.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. The 76ers leading by 5.
Get to him. Come get it. Come get it. Do it. Turn it out. Use that.
Back to Harris. That one wide left.
You have to get a hand into his face because that's his range right there.
Ball stolen. The finger roll finish at the bucket.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's seen enough of this interior scoring that his defense is giving up. So the message during this timeout is time to lock things up inside.
You know, sometimes a group can just get spaced out on defense. They're not connected and playing 5 as 1. And usually a timeout can help you refocus and recalibrate that defense.
Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Kevin, the head coach for the Celtics, had some instruction for his guys during that break. The three-pointers obviously have been hurting them, and he told his players, we've simply got to play them tighter on the perimeter. We can't afford to give them these wide-open looks. Kevin?
Good boy.
Now here's Smart. T right on him. Right. He's hit again. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Horford.
Tatum, guarded by Harris, feeds it to Smart. The dish to Brown. There's a screen. 6 on the shot clock.
Don't forget the clock.
Tatum misses off the right iron. The 76ers leading by 7. And here's Harden.
Screen, Kevin.
That's the double. Harden right side. Great touch on the 16-footer. And now a 9.76ers lead.
Well, Kevin, he's got such a great focus as a shooter. And he's a very frustrating player to guard because unless you actually block the shot, you are not going to get in his head and affect him.
Not to mention, guys, he's got those rush out handles. He can get in a lot of tight spaces the way he handles that ball. He's able to dissect the defense with ease.
Now, here's Harden, following the miss by Al Horford. Number 22, defended by Smart. The feed to Harris. Number 22. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Celtics trail by 9. Outside, White. It's Brown on the wing. He kicks it to Smart. Tatum. But they get it back. To end the drought, and he sinks the layup.
Strong rebounding, and he's rewarded with the easy putback.
And Philadelphia calls time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. And the 76ers making a change here. Here's Harris.
Yep. Close again.
Embiid guarded by Horford. Here's Embiid. The 76ers again can't hit it. Brown with it. Outside, White. The three ball. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 6 assists now in the game.
Guys, he shot a very good percentage today. They need it.
Screen.
Number 22. Seconds hits. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the 76ers lead by 6.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Tatum guarded by Harris. Tatum. And another basket for Boston.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
The 76ers leading by 4. Embiid guarded by Horford. Gets it to go. He's got 20.
They haven't been as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. They're playing smart with the lead. I like that. They're being very selective and deliberate in their offense. And that's a good strategy when you're on top.
Now here's Smart. Into Al.
Way to finish that.
There's a nice one-handed slam.
You know, he may lack grace, but his length makes up for it. He can still throw it down now.
Well, you don't have to be a fantastic leaper when you're his size.
Well, it's too bad because with a little more athleticism, can you imagine how dangerous he'd be underneath the boards?
Pass to Harris. Embiid defended by Smart. Here's Embiid. Harden. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 4 this quarter. Now a timeout called by Boston. They're losing by 6. 1:35 left here in the fourth quarter. .131 left in the fourth quarter. Right side, White.
Shot.
Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Feels like a flip has been switched at halftime because both teams now really getting after it.
And it's been a fun half of basketball, Steve.
Shoot that, all you.
Here's Harris.
There we go. Get it out quick.
Number 22. He's covered by Brown. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Embiid. And he banks in the layup. 22 points for him.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
It's going to take something special, maybe a miracle for them to come back right now.
A little luck.
That's a blocking foul, and he'll shoot free throws. He drops the first one, and that brings them within 5. He's perfect from the line this time.
Those were critical foul shots because we're at the point now where they can't be missing any of those.
Back to Harden. And pushing it out. Smart leading the charge. And so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here. On defense, the 76ers. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Back to Brown.
Post up, Al, post up.
He dishes it to Smart.
Go get it,
And
go
a miss
get
here
it.
on the triple. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Well, you do what you have to do to extend this game and try to get the ball back.
In this situation, clock management crucial.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 6-point ball game.
And the lead now pretty healthy after that trip to the line.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. They trail by 6. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Nineteen seconds left in the fourth. It's Brown with the drive. Shoot it! There's the pass to Smart from outside the arc. It's good from beyond the arc. And the 76ers call time here. They're leading by 3. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Seven seconds left to play here in the fourth. And now they foul and stop the clock. Gets the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
You got it out.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. Tatum. So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. Clark, it was anybody's game right to the very end.
Yeah, it was. The coach is happy with the outcome, but maybe not so much with the margin.
Well,